Okay, so we all have this image, right? Like, what does a smart person look like? Maybe some super brainy scientist. Or
Yeah.
someone who could just solve those Rubik's Cubes, like, in seconds flat.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah.
the classic Hollywood stereotype.
Totally. But what if, like, real intelligence isn't actually just about, showing off how much you know?
Right.
What if it's something much bigger than that?
Hmm. I like where this is going.
So the guide we're looking at today actually connects intelligence with living a really fulfilling life.
Really? That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of those two things being so connected.
Me neither. It's a guide all about reaching like top tier intelligence.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of the stuff in here is pretty wild.
Ooh, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, our mission today is to kind of unpack this unexpected link between setting goals and intelligence
Sounds good to me.
and like most importantly, how you can actually use all this in your own life.
Because, yeah, information is really only powerful when you do something with it right.
Right. So there's this quote that I thought was super interesting. It's from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi.
Okay.
And he says, the pursuit of a goal brings order and awareness because a person must concentrate attention on the task at hand and momentarily forget everything else.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking, like, how can focusing on just one thing actually make us more aware of everything?
Yeah, that does seem a little counterintuitive.
Totally.
Well, it's all about like setting up a structure for where your attention goes. So this quote's actually pointing out the very first property of an intelligent system from the guide.
Which is?
Having a goal. When you've got that clear goal, it's like you're programming your brain to filter all the information around you.
Oh, okay, I see.
You prioritize tasks better. Everything starts to revolve around that goal. You're literally shaping what you notice and pay attention to.
So then that sets you up for the other four properties.
Exactly. You start acting towards that goal. You can sense how much progress you're making.
Right.
You compare that to where you want to be, and then you adapt based on what you've learned.
It's like a constant cycle of getting better and better.
Exactly. And this is where it gets super interesting. The guide says that low intelligence is often like when someone can't learn from their mistakes.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
But high intelligence is all about that process of trying things out, messing up, and then trying again.
Yeah, that's so true. We all know those people who keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Yeah.
But like, how does seeing the big picture fit into all this?
Well, it all comes down to choosing goals that really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
The guide goes into this concept called ego development theory,
Okay.
and it talks about two main types of development: horizontal and vertical.
Okay. Break that down for me. What's the difference?
So imagine you're on like a specific floor in a building.
Okay, I'm there.
Horizontal development is like moving from room to room on that same floor.
Okay.
You pick up new skills, you learn more stuff, but your overall perspective doesn't really change.
Gotcha. So then vertical development is like going up to a higher floor.
Exactly. You're changing your whole view. You're seeing things from a wider perspective.
That's a cool way to put it.
It's not just about adding more and more info. It's about growing in a way that makes you wiser and gives you deeper understanding.
So the guide mentions this horizontal development rat race, which I think we can all relate to a bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How do we avoid getting stuck in that? What do those vertical up goals actually look like?
It's all about making sure your goals line up with your core values.
Oh.
Ask yourself, does this goal actually help me grow as a person? Or am I just adding more to my to-do list without any real purpose behind it?
That's a good point.
Vertical up goals might be things like becoming more self-aware, building deeper relationships, making a positive impact on the world around you.
So it's about going beyond those goals that are just about boosting your ego.
Exactly. And shooting for goals that help you reach your full potential.
This is seriously eye-opening stuff.
Mhm.
So to wrap up, what are the main things we should remember from all of this?
Well, intelligence isn't just about having a high IQ. It's about living with purpose, taking action, and always learning from everything you go through.
I like that. And it's about picking those goals that push you to grow vertically, not just horizontally.
Yeah.
So for everyone listening, I want to leave you with a question. What's one goal that you could go after right now that would help you make the most meaningful progress in your life?
Good one.
Is it a goal that's all about expanding horizontally, or is it about growing vertically? Choose carefully, because that path you choose is going to shape your intelligence, your experiences, and ultimately the kind of life you create.
That's deep, Terrell.
I like it.
Thanks for joining me today for this deep dive.
It's been fun.